Hey everybody, it's Bruce of Nature Calls, and I'm out doing a setup review of the REI Quarter Dome SL2. Now, REI has been coming out with these SL or super long models. This one looks like it might be discontinued. I'm not sure why. Great tent. Quarter Dome's always been a great tent, but it's 2 inches longer than, say, like the Tiger Wall or any of the competitors. So if you're over 6 feet tall, this tent will work for you, maybe up to 6'4". So it's 2 inches longer, and it's, you see, this is 2 pounds, 14 ounces for all in, everything. 2 pounds, 8 ounces if you don't have the bags and the stakes and the guylines, which I think is a stupid weight measurement. But I think the Tiger Wall is 2 pounds, 8 ounces, but it's 2 inches shorter. So if you take into account all the extra fabric, pull length, and all those things, yeah, it's about that much. So very comparable. Plus, it's about 2/3 the cost. And I would say this is definitely a better deal. I think its crossbar design is way better. Now, the Tiger Wall is not a great tent. I've got one. I've got Nemos. I've got them all. This is a really great tent, I think, for the value. If you're trying to get into that upper end ultralight, this is a great tent. Let's do the setup. Yeah, the beauty of these ultralight tents, you can squish them way down. So that's really about the diameter of a Nalgene bottle. Most tents are like 19, 20 inches long because of their bars. It says it's 2 pounds, 8 ounces minimum trail weight. So that's less this bag, less stakes, less all those things. It's 2 pounds, 14 ounces, which the Tiger Wall is like 2 pounds, 8 ounces. So it's 6 more ounces, but it's also 88 inches long. The Tiger Wall is 86 inches long. So you add those 2 inches all the way around on the tent floor and bug netting and poles. So it's right in line. So they do provide these nice DAC V stakes. These are next to the groundhog, my favorite stakes. They're actually, I think, a lot stronger than the groundhog. They're thicker, great holding power, really light. I did have to add 2 more pegs to this setup for a full-on storm setting. So they were short 2 pegs. Now, this is the head end here, and you'll see with a semi-freestanding, I'm gonna stake this out because it's really lightweight cloth. It's anywhere from 30 to 40 denier. They didn't give my specs, but even with the slightest breeze, this picks it up. So I've got just the head end, and you'll see why I didn't tack down the foot end. This is their pole system. It's really nice. Again, it's DAC. It's their featherweight NSL. So I think like they're 6mm poles, and the NSL is DAC's way of doing things, you know, as non-toxic as possible. So you want to make sure all these are set in really well, because if there's going to be damage, it's probably going to be that one of these pole sections wasn't all the way inserted, and then it broke or cracked, and then that shoved through your tent. These are nice orange, and then the head end actually has orange indicators where you put those in. Little nipple goes in the grommet. Now we'll put the foot end, just one pole coming down. I've got to say, this is, compared to other tents, I love this mid crossbar. It goes back, it's very firm. Like on the Tiger Wall, it's a flippy floppy thing that goes around. This way, it just hangs back. I don't have to adjust the flippy floppiness, just put it on. And then it's also really nice because this is the way it's curved back. Like when you're sitting up in the tent, it puts the high point right about here, right there. And that's perfect for where your head height is. I'm gonna go ahead and clip all these clips on, real nice clips all the way around. Now here's where you get the semi-freestanding. You know, if you had to, you could just have this tent, like if you were on a rock, you could just have it that way. But to get the semi-freestanding and give the structure to the tent, you have to stake out these foot corners. And there's like a little piece of plastic in here that gives this a little bit of rigidity. And then you got this triangle. Do a quick walk around. Very nice. Now to get in and out, you got these huge, huge D-style doors. I mean, they're just monsters. So you can get in and out of there real easy. Super easy. Now let's climb on in. Yeah, right up here you got a couple nice pockets for like headlamp. You got 2 pockets back here. But it's so it's 50 inches wide up here at the head, so you can have the 25-inch mattresses side by side, and then it tapers down. I don't know what that is. I'll put all the specs down below. But the real beauty is, and REI is coming out with a few of these SL tents. They're super long, 88 inches long. So a lot of people ask, you know, because I'm 6 feet tall, and this tent could easily handle someone up to probably 6'4", 6'2", 6'4". So fantastic. They've done a really good job of minimizing seams. So they did a bathtub floor. They've got this one tape seam here in the middle, but all the corners, they did a really good job of, you know, bringing that up around, sewing them together. I don't know if you could see that, but they overlapped them. They got it so it's going to be as minimal chance of water penetration. Like this fabric, it's totally siliconized where you see the brown, and it's somewhere between 30 and 40 denier. This bug screen looks like it's about 40 denier. Great bug screen. Nothing's getting through that. All the poles and everything are great, great quality. Clip this down because there's a little bit of a wind. But your rainfly, which is again about that 40 denier, 30 denier, siliconized. And you've got another grommet that goes on that crossbar. Nice reinforcement. We also have these little Velcro tabs, and I really recommend using those. It just keeps all the structure really good. And tents are designed to be a whole unit in structure. And so you want everything working together. You want everything set up right. And then especially if you're in a big wind, you're going to want to have all this working for you. So there's two of those Velcro tabs. And it's a lot easier before you tighten everything up to get those. I know I haven't put the stakes all the way in. I'm just doing practice stuff. So here's the little clip. The orange on the head end. Black and black. I'm going to tighten these all down. Again, it's giving your tent a lot of structure. The rainfly comes down, put it on that stake. Same stake, and then you've got nice little tensioners. Another really cool design feature is this front vestibule pull out by the door. Really gets it away from you on the inside of the tent. Good wind break, rain break if it's raining. Let's tighten her up. Very nice. As you can see, the way they do a lot of these ultralight tents, and to minimize condensation, they have this gap on the bottom of the tent so you get that airflow. And to make it even better, put this rooftop with a little kickstand. And to make it even better, pull out. To really be able to get that airflow going up and under and through, and the tent's really far off the inner tent. So the likelihood you're going to get any condensation on your gear is pretty low. You go ahead and completely guy it out. Well, a complete tent. Real nice guy out points on the front. And this is what you want to do. I really recommend this all the time because tents are designed to be pulled down onto the ground. And then in big storms, that's what keeps you from losing everything. Nice little rain guide on it. Roll her back. So the vestibule area is definitely big enough for your backpack and maybe your shoes. That's all you're going to have in here. In ultralight, you don't need a ton of stuff. All your sleeping gear is going to be in the tent. Your headlamp will be in the tent. Your cook gear will probably be up in a tree with your food bag. So other than that, there's just plenty of room for a backpack and some shoes. Now let's say it's going to be a It's a nice night for now, but it might rain, but you still want to be able to look outside. You can just detach from that stake. Now you've got this great, huge view. But if it does rain, you have the ability to quickly put it down. In fact, it looks like you can probably do it all from inside the tent. But you could definitely look at them outside right now. That's a nice setup. Real nice. All right, so there you go. The REI Quarter Dome SL2. I think it's actually probably one of the best values in the ultralight market. It's definitely an ultralight tent. Really great designs all the way around, but it is the semi-freestanding. So if you think you're going to be like having to camp out on a rock, it's probably not the best tent for that. But if you've got any way to stake out the foot end, you've got a real nice tent. Super light. But fantastic. All right. See you out on the trail. Bye now.